Yes, you're not doing enough if you want to be a full-time photographer in 2026. And the reason why I say that, because I did a poll the other day, and 71% of you photographers say you want it to be full-time. Now, this is going to be a brutally truth. Like, I'm giving you the real deal if you really want to be a full-time photographer, because I wish I had someone telling me this 10 years ago when I first started my photography business. Like, yo, these past 5 years, like when I've been full-time, I really understand what it takes to run a business. So you're going to learn all that today. And by the way, my name is Coach K, and I teach you on this channel how to become a full-time photographer, because like, yo, I did it and I came straight from the hood. So the first thing is, being a photographer only is not going to cut it. It's 2026. Yeah, you can take photos, but a lot of people out there they want video also. Like, even with weddings, even with photo shoots, even with business owners, like, they want video. Yeah, photo shoots will still get you by, but if you're able to do both, you're going to be able to offer your clients more, because like, that's what they're looking for. You have to go with the trends. Say for instance, businesses like back in the day, like Blockbuster, like they used to let people come into the store and rent like DVDs and video cassettes. Like I can't even remember what you call them. Like, I know the video recorder that you slide in. Yeah. But yeah, they used to do that back in the day. And guess what happened to Blockbuster? They had to close down because they didn't get with the digital. Like, people started watching things on digital. But if Blockbuster would have came up with a digital plan, as far as like letting people watch these videos from home instead of trying to get people to come in the stores, they would have still been in business. So it's the same thing if you're trying to run a photography business right now and you don't do video. Like, if clients call you and contact you and you don't do video, like, it's like, And like, yo, if you're a photographer out there and you don't do video, hire a videographer to do the video while you do the photos, and pay them hourly, like maybe $30 or $40 an hour. And that way you can cover both, because it really helps your business to offer what people want right now. People want video and photo. Like, they're not going to contact you for just photos and that's it. Like, if you have your business also doing video, you're going to also make a lot of money. So you want to go with what's going on with the times. Like, yo, don't just be saying I'm going to be a photographer. Like, yo, you're a photographer and videography business. The next thing is promote your business. Like, yo, this is very important. I just started a business about in June-ish. I started a new business, right? And within a month, I got clients to pay me like $5,000. Like, I got 3 clients to pay me $5,000, and I started a new business. And it was because I promote the business on camera. Like, that's the main thing you need to focus on. This is a skill that you have to learn, but it's going to take time, of course. But people don't know what you actually offer until you offer it on video. Video is giving people energy to move towards your services. Like, you have to come on camera being like excited about what you're offering these clients. Because if you just post a flyer, every photographer out there that's posting a flyer is not going to get much engagement, because social media, these platforms, they're looking for video content. Like, you just see that YouTube is like boosting up the watch time hours to 8,000 watch hours, 8,000 watch time hours. So it's like, these platforms want video. So if you're not out there promoting your business and you're just sitting back being quiet about it and being scared, like, you're going to get left behind. To be honest with you, you're going to get left behind. And you're probably saying like, I don't want to do video and it's scary. Like, yo, who cares? Like, if you can wake up every day and go on someone else's job and work for them, and you got trained to do that job, why are you worrying about how to create videos and it's scared? Like, it's going to get better over time. Like, once you get on video, like the first 30 days, you're not going to be the best person that create videos. Like, yo, just start talking 30 days, start talking 60 days. 60 days, you're going to be better than the first 30 days. And if you do it for like 100 days straight, you're going to be dope. So, like, just give yourself time to understand that this is a skill And once you learn this skill, you'll be able to offer like photos and videos to clients, because you can promote both of those at the same time, because people are looking for these things every single day. But if you're out there just saying, I'm just scared to like create videos, my voice, and I just like, yo, what you want to do? Or do you want to be full-time or not? I heard something the other day Steve Harvey said. Like, Steve Harvey said, we have two sides of the brain. It's just positive and negative. Like, either your day is going to be positive or negative. Like, say, for instance, you wake up, right? You have the left side that's going to be positive, and you have the right side. No, you have the left side is going to be negative, the right side is going to be positive. And you have a bunch of little workers inside your body, right? And your body said, you wake up and you say, okay, first thing you think about, okay, today, oh, Lord, I'm tired. I don't even feel like going to work today. There's a foreman that's telling all those different bodies, all those different other people inside your body, say, oh, well, today, hey, he said he's tired. He don't even feel like going to work today. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to have a bad day. So everything, once you get out there, you wake up, you're like, oh, I'm going to have a bad day. Next thing you know, you get out in traffic, oh, Lord, traffic, and I hate this job. I just want to go home. Don't talk to me. People don't want to talk. Like, your whole day falls on the negative side. But if you wake up on a positive side of the day, you'll be like, oh, today is going to be a good day. And the foreman goes up and says, like, yo, all right, body, we're going to have a good day today. Today is a great day. We're going on vacation, or we're going to wake up and we're just going to have a good day. We're going to read. We're going to take a good walk. We're going to thank God for the things that he blessed me with today. Like, if you wake up on a positive side, like, let me translate it into your business, right? If you wake up and just look at YouTube videos all day, you ain't doing nothing. You're doing absolutely nothing. You're doing a bare minimum. You're just doing this right here. Like how you looking at this video right now. Instead, put this phone down, turn your camera on, and start the process. That's what you need to do. Like, it's literally that simple. If you want to be that type of photographer that looks at videos all day, guess what you're going to get good at? Looking at videos every day. But if you want to promote your business as a photographer and get in front of the camera, you will get in front of the camera, wake up every single day, excited to do it. So, like, you got to pick your poison. You feel what I'm saying? Which one you want to do? Do you want to be full-time and be like, nobody knows nothing about you, but you're just sitting there viewing? Instead, you want to create your own audience, let people know what you actually do so you can start the process to be full-time. The next thing you need to do is get landing pages together. Like, you need a landing page for your business. The landing page must collect emails. You have to get your clients' emails. All these people, once you start making these videos, you want to start collecting emails, because you never know who your client is going to be. So you want to collect emails. And also with the landing page, you want to have two pages. You want to have where you collect the email, and then the second page, once you done got the email, let them know that they can book a call if they actually want your services. Like, everybody's not going to book. So that's cool, but you have to have that out there. Because, like, say, for instance, you're running Facebook ads and you're putting money behind your landing page. It's like, you're going to get a bunch of emails, and then one person out of those 10 emails is going to book your services. Once you start looking at business like that, it becomes a numbers game. Like, don't get tied to, I wonder if people are going to book me. Like, yo, just promote your business, get a lot of emails. One person out of that every 10 persons, somebody's going to book you if you got your situation together on the back end. Like, that's the next thing I'm going to talk about next. As long as you have your landing page, give people the option to book a call, and these next two things I'm going to talk to you about, you're going to start making some money. So yeah, after that, once you have that ready, right, you're going to actually need to have your contracts and invoices ready to go. Like, you need to have that already prepared. You can also do that with Honeybook. You can have that prepared. Also, GoHighLevel. Those two platforms right there, you can upload your contracts and invoices one time, and then like once you start getting booked, you can actually start sending that to clients right there. Like right there on the spot while you're talking to them. That's how it's going to work, because you don't want to make your process too difficult. Like, if the people understand exactly what you do, you're going to have people come in and they're going to go out the same way. Come in, they're going to go out the same way. You want to make your process simple. Like, don't make it too complicated for yourself. Understand how you want your process. You control your business. Once you control your business with the contracts and the invoices, the next thing, and this is the last thing you need to do, because like getting people on Zoom call, like me personally, I used to jump on a phone call, but I close a lot of deals on Zoom calls. So you can use Google Meet for this. Like, meet clients, have it scheduled out so you can meet them on a call and have some questions ready for them about like what they want you to actually do. Like, say for instance, if you're shooting weddings or shooting business orders, ask them questions so you can understand exactly what they want, because they're the one paying. Don't go into serving a client trying to think like, what does this client want or what you think is best. No, let them tell you exactly how they want you to cover that event or that wedding. And then once you understand that, you'll be able to show up, do exactly what they say, and then you have clients. Because once you do that, clients are going to give you good reviews because you did exactly what they want you to do. That's how easy this is. So once you come into doing photography with all these things that I talked to you about in this video, as far as like, yo, don't come into this just doing photography. Don't. Learn to promote your business. Like, it's simple. Like, you probably saying you don't want to promote your business, but like, who else is going to talk good about you than you? The next thing is getting landing pages, emails, and booking a call. Like, booking a call is number one. Zoom calls, not booking just a call, Zoom calls. Once you book those, once you have them to where you set up those Zoom calls, like, it's going to be cake. Like, you're going to meet up on those Zoom calls because these people are going to be happy to see you, because you already promoting business. You already promoting your business on video. Like, they already got a connection with you. And then having your contracts and invoices available and closing your clients right on the Zoom call. Don't wait till the Zoom call is over and wait for them to contact you or to try to pay. Like, yo, send them the contract and invoice right on the Zoom call, talk to them, have a little fun, you know what I'm saying? But make sure they're comfortable with booking your services at that point. Like, these are the brutal truth things that you need to grow your photography business in 2026. So yeah, if you need help with any of those things, just make sure you join the community. The link is in the description. So yeah, let's get it. If you really want to be full-time, your boy out. Cheers.